What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. First and foremost, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe and sanitized. I have a very important question. For y'all, and I need you to answer, and I need you to answer me honestly, and just know that if you answer incorrectly, I won't be mad. I'll just be very disappointed. Not to put too much pressure on you or anything, no worries. One has to go. Bread, pasta, rice, potatoes. Bread, pasta, rice, potatoes. One has to go. What are you letting go of? I know my answer, and I know it's the right answer, but I just want to know what the general consensus is. I want to hear from the people, okay? Because I had some friends respond to this question in very surprising ways, and now it has me questioning our entire relationship. You know, it feels like you can't trust them, you know, after somebody answers a question like this incorrectly. But again, no pressure. Let me know down in the comments below which one you guys are picking to sacrifice. I got this question off of Twitter, so I felt like it was only fitting that I ask it on this MK video, which is the best of r/non-political Twitter. And let's be for real, non-political Twitter is the best Twitter. It's the only way Twitter should be, if we're being real honest, you know? I'm super excited to see what this video has in store for us, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
I'm so impressed by people in their 20s who got a divorce.
Why?
You made a commitment, broke a commitment, and hired a lawyer in the same decade that I couldn't figure out what to do with my hair. Yes, it's very impressive. Breakfast par excellence. Tofu, corn, seeds and spices, no meat, no intensive farming methods, no cooking. Just a few vinegar strokes to season. This is the future of food.
Why did they spell corn like that? Like, I understand that the joke is that it looks like literal shit, you know? But why did they spell corn like that? Is it not real corn? Why are we not eating real corn? Isn't corn vegan? Isn't the whole point of this to be vegan, and corn is vegan? So why are we not eating corn?
Is this before or after you ate it? Man, I don't care how good that tastes. That could be incredible.
It definitely doesn't
I'm
taste
not going
good.
to eat something that actually looks like a nice, healthy shit.
Yeah.
Male friendships are chill as no drama, no bullshit. Haven't seen or contacted my best friend in 10 years. That's not the flex you think it be, my guy.
No.
That's sad.
Meanwhile, Dr. D and I, a couple months ago, not even a couple months ago, last month, went a week without talking to each other and were distraught. We were distraught.
Why meet anyone on the apps when I could permanently alter the dynamics of my close friend group?
Don't do it, Anya!
When I was in elementary school, I told my teacher to play the Gummy Bear music video in front of the class because we had free time. I forgot about the part where the gummy bear shook his ass, so she sent me out in the hall and I cried so hard that I shit myself.
Wait, the gummy bear shakes his ass in that video? No. Am I remembering this incorrectly? Hold on, I gotta see now. Okay, that's definitely muted due to copyright, but you see the evidence going on. You see it. That ass is moving like water. I definitely didn't remember that.
Explain the story of Jesus badly. Too long, didn't read. Dude gets hammered, wakes up in a cave 3 days later.
Oh, God.
Well, that's really condensed.
Yeah.
I rate superpowers in fiction by how easily they could be defeated by a random hillbilly with a shotgun.
I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like that's a pretty good, what is the word I'm looking for? Not margin. It's a pretty good standard. Thank you very much.
If the hillbilly wins, the power sucks.
Right.
Ooh, there's a lot of sucky powers out there, man.
Absolutely.
Would you take pictures with a bear? I'm
Not
crying.
like
Why are the
this.
pics so intimate, like he's
Right.
the baby daddy?
Not
Yeah,
like
that's
this.
weird, dude. That's just weird. Why are IT guys such dicks? Last week, I drove 2 hours to push the power button on a server that 3 separate people assured me was already on.
Damn.
Probably didn't get paid very much for it either.
Damn.
What does this even mean? Hello, Jeffrey. Unfortunately, due to company policy, we're unable to offer positions to people with the name Jeffrey since it will not work with our database schema.
What?
They can't hire people named Jeffrey? That doesn't seem right.
know
My
if
dad
that's
always
real.
found rubber ducks while on walks and hid them around for his version of good luck.
Okay.
He passed away 4 years ago, and we thought we found them all. Tonight, I opened the backseat cup holder of my car for apparently the first time in a while. Dad, you genius jerk. What's the first thing you think of when you see this picture? My job. Oh, that's one for Vincent D'Onofrio.
Okay.
Years ago, an older dude was surprised to hear that I work in animation because they assumed kids made cartoons. I'll never forget that. Ah, yes, animation. Only for children, to be made only by children.
Right.
When I was 9, I loved Beyblades. I told my dad about them and told him I wanted to be the strongest Beyblader at my school. He asked to see my Beyblade. After inspecting it, he made the observation that weight was the deciding factor in which Beyblade won, and weight came from the metal core at a Beyblade center. So, he created a custom core for me, a very heavy one. I took the Beyblade to school the next day, and in my first game, I cracked my opponent's Beyblade in two.
Oh my god.
After that, no one wanted to play against my weighted Beyblade.
Right.
I was the king. And your dad is a badass. This is a Billion Box Burger restaurant located in Seoul, South Korea. We believe that other burgers are You know, I think burger joints here could take some notes here. If a movie character gets shot here, they're required to keep it to themselves for a while. Later in the movie, they must open their shirt and or jacket, revealing an alarming amount of blood, followed by another character saying, "You're hurt." This is the law. Hollywood made sure of it a long time ago. Children, so thoughtful, always leaving some for the grown-ups. Ah, they left you carrots too. How
They decided to share. That's so nice. Kids have manners.
nice of them. I hope my 4-year-old appreciates the amount of effort I put in to ensure I lose to him at Guess Who.
Damn.
Well, look, your 4-year-old
He probably
really doesn't
doesn't.
care now, but I'm sure he's gonna care when he's an adult.
Right.
I feel like everyone worships avocado, and I'm struggling because it tastes like compressed wet grass lumps.
Yes!
But nobody will listen, and I'm all alone in this world.
No, you're not alone, you puking unicorn. You're not alone. Look. I've never been someone who likes guacamole, ever. Recently, I've started eating it and other avocado things due to fitness, but avocado does not taste good. And the texture of avocado is horrific. And that cannot be fixed by mushing it up and mixing it with onions, serrano peppers, cilantro, tomatoes, and seasonings of your choice. And lots of lime juice, okay? That doesn't fix the texture issue. It just makes it actually taste like something. But no, avocados by themselves are not good, are not tasty, are not delicious. And I will die on this hill with the puking unicorn. Absolutely.
Are you just like eating avocado by itself? That's kind of dumb. You either make guacamole or you don't buy avocado. It's that simple, right?
Smart.
I was like, I'm worried everyone's mad at me. And my boyfriend was like, Dana, it's 4 a.m. You woke me up to say this. I'm mad at you. Just once.
I just saw a video on TikTok and it said, you know, when I have thoughts like this, I ask myself, what's your source? Who told you that? And if the answer is simply the voice in my head, then I understand that I need to go back to the drawing board because that's probably not correct. Like, where's the evidence? And we need empirical evidence before we make these assumptions. So, don't know if that'll help you guys, but it's there.
I want the opportunity. Woke me up to say this. I'm mad at you. Just once. I want the opportunity to dramatically swipe everything off a table to make room for a giant map that I'll use to explain the plan. I've been wanting to sweep stuff off a desk for a completely different reason, but now this is number 2 on that bucket list.
You know, sweeping stuff off a desk dramatically all seems well and good until you realize that you have to clean that shit up. Especially like if it's your office or your house. Nobody's going to help you. Nobody's going to help you clean it up. They're just going to be like, why did you do this if you didn't want to clean it up? I think about that a lot. I think about the logistics of dramatic actions a lot, which is why I'm less dramatic than I would be otherwise.
Microwave off a desk for a completely different reason, but now this is number 2 on that bucket list. Microwave. Would you like your food too hot or too cold? Me? What if you cooked it just right? What if you cooked it just right? Okay, Goldilocks. Just for that, I'm gonna beep louder than your smoke alarm for no reason, and I'll never come with a mute button.
Nope.
Last month, I did the unthinkable and finally threw out that box of unloved cables that I've dragged with me through adulthood. Today, I realized that I needed one of them and have no idea how to find a replacement.
Damn it.
Consider this a warning to you all.
Keep the cable
Take
box.
it seriously, folks. You need them. What's the eeriest thing a child has ever said to you? When my daughter was around 4 to 5, she calmly insisted that she had once been married to a man named Brad Huffington. When we asked what had happened to him, she replied with a note of sadness, "He was lost at sea." She killed Brad, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Your daughter's a murderer.
Yeah, she pushed
Just
him
had
off
to
the
explain
cliff,
to my
bro.
toddler that the chicken animal is the same thing as the chicken food, and I thought she was going to be concerned. Instead, she's chanting, "Tweet, tweet, eat the bird," while shoveling nuggets into her mouth. Well, be proud. You bringing up old No, bitch, I'm exposing a pattern.
Exactly.
If the hardcore band's guitarist looks like this, you're about to die in that pit. Removing RAM from a computer while it's on.
Oh, damn.
This visually represents a computer screaming as you chop off part of its brain. I don't know
That's
who needs to
fucked
hear
up.
this, but you can re-park your car if you didn't get it right the first time. Oh, I know that. I spent like 20 minutes trying to get a parking job right once.
I do that all the time because I do not like to be crooked. I don't like it. But yeah, Chavez got me these cards, and it's like, "You're parked like an asshole, do better," or something like that. I don't remember exactly what they say. I've only gotten to use them a couple of times because you never have them when you really need them, you know? You never have them when somebody's parked literally halfway into the only parking spot that's available, you know? But I've gotten to use them a couple of times, and like, it feels good. But then also it's not satisfying because you don't get any closure because typically they're gone before you get there. You don't get to see them take the card out and read it and realize what it says. You know, I would love to do that. I would love to see someone parked terribly, put that card on there, and then like just sit there and wait for them to show up and read the card. You know? I don't know. I need to find a way to make that happen for myself.
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea which months have 30 days and which ones have 31.
Oh, yeah, me either.
And don't reply with that f***ing riddle.
I just go through life. Sometimes I don't even know what day it is, to be honest.
Really did not anticipate how much of my adulthood would be spent convincing a glass front rectangle that I am the one who is not a robot. You can't do work before lunch because you're wondering what's for lunch. Can't do work after lunch because you're full from lunch. Then there's a 20-minute period in which to do work. Then it becomes end of day and you get a sort of senioritis in the micro level. What the f does all of this say?
Wait, Robin, you don't know what senioritis is? I thought everyone knew what senioritis was. Okay, for those of y'all who don't know what senioritis is, it's a phenomenon. I think normally it refers to high schoolers, but I didn't go to high school. I only went to college. So when you're a senior, you're done. You're out of here. Barring something tragic, you're never going to be in this place again, and you're out of here. So you get kind of lazy. You get very nonchalant about everything to do with school. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's very much like, you're just like, I could show up or I might not show up. I could do my homework or I might not do my homework. You know? It's, I don't know if that applies in other countries so much as it applies here in America, though. Like, in other countries, it might be a little bit different. I don't know how the school systems work out there, so.
Okay, but when is Air Force 2 coming out? I'm going to beat this joke format into the ground until you all agree that it is funny.
It's kind of funny.
I can't wait for the new Brad Pitt detective sequel, 8. Wait, isn't there an Air Force 2? I thought it was like a helicopter or something. Nah, I can't think of anything. I don't really care. As the Beatles once said, Tumblr was a great place to get told, in case nobody's told you so today, you are loved and valid, by someone who would leak your home address and social security number if you liked a show they hated.
Damn.
Just so we're all clear, since there's a lot of disagreement about birth years, Boomer, anyone older than you that you don't like. Millennial, anyone younger than you that you don't like.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
And young people are all babies. That's it. That's how it works. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. This video is pretty long, so I can do more of it if you guys would like. If y'all would like to see it, I can do it. So let me know how you feel about it down in the comments below. Also, don't forget about your reaction requests and suggestions. And other than that, peace out, Hope Biscuits. It's Skittin' Lit.